Hello and welcome. In this session, we will learn how to create chained jobs in Jenkins. So chained jobs are when the jobs are linked to each other. That means when we run one job based on its status or result, whether it is success or failure, the next job will be triggered. So these are called chained jobs, and we will also see how to create pipeline in Jenkins. So here I will go to my Jenkins and I am on my dashboard. We have already created one of the jobs earlier. Let me go and create new jobs. I will click on this new item, and here I will give the job name as, let us say, build, make it a freestyle project and say OK. And here I will go to the build steps, and I'm just going to add a Windows bash command, execute Windows bash command. If you are on Mac or Linux, you can say execute shell, and I will just say echo this is build job. Now in real world we will have the actual build steps for the project or for the code whatever we have, but as of now I am just adding this dummy command echo this is build job, apply and save. I will go back to dashboard. I have got the job here. I will again click on new item, and this is, I will say, deploy job. I will name it as deploy, again freestyle. Okay, go to the build steps, and here again I'm going to add a dummy command. I will say echo this is deploy job, apply and save. Go back to dashboard. Then let's say I will again create a new item, and this is, I will say, test job. I will name it as test. Okay, and that's it. I'm just not adding anything here. I will go back to my dashboard and create one more job. I will call it as release job or release, and that's it. And now you can see I have got all these jobs. So you can imagine in real world you may have some jobs for building the project, some jobs for deploying it on a particular environment like a test environment. Then there will be a job to actually test the project, the application. Here we can add our automation scripts, our commands to run the automation tests. Then finally, if everything is fine, we can run the release job that will release the application or project on the production server or any staging server. All right, now I want that after this build job is executed and it is successful, I want to trigger the deploy job. So for that I can go inside the build job, go to the configure page of the build job, and then if I scroll down you can see build triggers. I can also navigate to it from here. Now here we have a option build after other projects are built, and if you click on this question mark you can see the details as well. So basically if I click here I can give the project name or the job name, and this particular job will get executed after whatever job I give here is executed. And I also have the other options to trigger only if the build is stable. That means whatever job I give here, it should be stable and then only it should trigger this particular job, or if it should run even if the build is unstable or it fails, and always trigger even if the build is aborted. So all these options are here. However, this is the first job, so therefore I cannot use this. I will not use this. I will go to the post build actions. Okay, and here in the post build actions we have an option called build other projects. Okay, so I can use this option build other projects, and here I can give the project or the job name. So after build job I want to run the deploy job, and you can see as you start typing it will also show you auto suggestion for the job matching whatever you are writing. So I will select this, and if I don't want to add more jobs I will press the backspace to remove this comma and click outside. So I have got this job added here. Again, we have these options to trigger this job only if this particular job is stable, or the earlier job, that is this build job, is stable. Trigger even if the build is unstable or if it fails. Now unstable means that out of the last several builds, some have passed and some have failed. That means it is unstable. And fails means the earlier few builds all have failed. So based on whatever you want, you can check this and then apply and save. Now as you will save this, you can see this build job now has a downstream job called as deploy, and if you click on this deploy and go to the deploy job, it will have a upstream job, that is build. Okay, so this is how you can chain the jobs. Again, if I go to this deploy job and go to configure page, again I can go to the post build actions, and here I can say the next job will be the test job. And now here I can also use the build triggers section as well, or in the next job, in the test job, I can use the build trigger section and say that when deploy job is successful, then trigger this test job. So it can work both ways now. And again I can say apply, save, and then if I, you can see now it has a upstream job and a downstream job as well, this deploy job. And if I go to test job, this has an upstream project, and I can also now go to the release job, and in the release job I can go to configure build triggers, and here I can say build after other projects are built, and here I can say give the test job. Again I will remove the comma and click outside, and here I can select triggers, trigger only if build is stable, unstable, fails, etc. Apply and save. Now all these jobs, the 4 jobs build, deploy, test and release are now chained, and you can now see as of now we don't have any runs of any of these jobs. Alright, so if you see here, we don't have any runs of these jobs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trigger, or I'm just going to run the build job, and let us see what happens. I will click here and let's see what happens now. So all these, you can see in the build queue we have deploy, now we have test, and after test we will have release. So you can see now we have got the release here, and if I now refresh my Jenkins or go to the dashboard, you can now see all these jobs are having one run. Alright, let's say I only run the test job, I trigger the test job here. So this will run test and then it will run the release job. So you can see the release job is here in the queue, and this is also done. If I again refresh, you can now see the test and release jobs have both have 2 runs, whereas build and deploy has only 1 run. Alright, so this is how we can chain the jobs, and then we can also create pipeline. So if you go to the new item, you can say, you can give any name to the pipeline, and then you can, instead of selecting freestyle project, you can use the pipeline project. Now just in case you do not see the option here, that means the pipeline plugin is not added or installed on your Jenkins. For that you can again go to dashboard and then go to manage Jenkins, and here when you go to plugins, so in my case it will be in the installed plugins section. So if I go to the installed plugins and check for pipeline plugin, so you can see this plugin is already added and enabled. If you do not find it under the installed, then you can always go to the available plugins and search for pipeline plugin, and then check whatever you get. For example, suppose this is the pipeline plugin, you can check this and then click on install here. Alright, so I'll just go back and I will say new item. I will say my build pipeline 1. I will say freeze, I will say pipeline project and say OK. And you can see the configuration page is a little different. Here in the general section we have the all these discard old builds, do not cloud concurrent builds, all these options are here, and then build triggers, and then you can see some advanced project options, and then we have the pipeline section. Now here you can define the pipeline script, and we have option to define it here or take it from a source code management tool or a GitHub repository or any repository. And here we can also see some samples. So let's say if I want, I will select this. You can see this is how a pipeline script is generated. So we have the uh, agent where we want to run it, then stages, all the stages we will have. In each stage what we will do, the steps here, all that are here in a single script. For example, I say GitHub plus Maven, so you can see this is how it will look like. Now I had created a detailed video on this, so if you go to my website, which is let me show you. Yeah, it is if you go to automationstepbystep.com, and here in the CI/CD DevOps section you can see we have Jenkins file. Here I have discussed about pipelines and how do we create Jenkins file. Then there are some earlier videos as well on Jenkins beginner tips and tricks, etc., and Jenkins masterclass, so you can also check this in detail. Also in this particular series I am I have touched the very basics of Jenkins, starting with the setup and installation, and then configurations, home directory, and chaining jobs and pipeline at a very basic level. And that is because the earlier sessions that I had created with Jenkins, that was Jenkins beginner, tips and tricks, Jenkins file, and Jenkins masterclass, I have covered all the related topics and all the other topics in detail here, and these are still relevant. And if you want to check any of these, you can go here and check the details. Okay, so whenever you want to go more deeper, you can check all this, and with whatever we have learned until now, it will help you to get started with Jenkins. And then based on your project requirement, what exactly you are doing with the project and where you want to go deeper into Jenkins, you can go more deeper into that particular area. All right, and you can see here, for example, this was my earlier Jenkins beginner tutorial, and here you can see all these tutorials are here. Then if you go to the Jenkins file video, this Jenkins masterclass is a single video with all the topics covered, so you can also check this one. And if you go to Jenkins file, here you can see what is Jenkins file, how to create it, Jenkins pipeline, all these details are here. And this one is the single video for Jenkins beginner. All right, so I hope this was useful, and if you have any more questions you can let me know. And please do some hands-on. Whenever you face any issues, you can let me know in the comment section. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.